Okay, bright sunny Monday morning in Sydney, and got another raid for you. This is a 5 lava raid. This is by Cookce from Exodias. Just if anyone's looking for a war clan at the moment, just a quick plug for Exodias. Exodias is recruiting, so if you're a good war player and you've got big heroes, knock on the door and we're looking for people. Now, just getting into this raid from Cookce. I find this a really useful 5 lava raid. It's different from the style you've seen in the 2 posted so far. Much more of a traditional style of loon raid. So let's just dive straight into the raid, have a look at how Cookce has taken apart this base. So he started out just taking off some freebie buildings with the Queen. He's just using his heroes to clear an AD and clear some defense buildings. Here you can see the Queen, he's letting the Queen take a bit of fire here, uses the Queen cloak, take down the Archer Tower. There's not much left. The Queen also took down the Tesla, took down the AD, and you can see he's cleaned out that pocket pretty well. Dropped the King, same sort of idea. It's going to take out a couple of defense buildings, and then he jumps straight into the Lavaloon part of the raid. Now, actually, just have a look what he's using for his Lavaloon setup here. So he's got 24 balloons plus a loon in the CC, so 25 balloons and 4 lavas actually. So not 5. No, he must have 5. I'm sure he has. Yeah, no, he's got 5 lavas here. In terms of his setup, 3 rage, 2 freeze. Now, if you look at his drop, after clearing out 2 pockets with his heroes, really very much a traditional drop where he's dropped a bunch of lavas running across the ADs, drops to 2 lavas surrounded by a bunch of balloons sort of spread across the various defences. That way they sort of work into the base. He'll drop 2 lavas here, several loon drops, and then he'll drop a lava over here with several loon drops, and I think his final loon drops over here. So what he's doing is he's spreading his 25 balloons fairly evenly around the base. He puts a bunch more here because you can see he hasn't lured here, and the King's going to lure. But the really clever thing he does with this raid, apart from the traditional stuff, is in the middle. So you can see he's dropped some balloons to approach each of the fences, lavas coming from different angles, and effectively what that does is that protects all of these balloons from any damage early on. 2 more lavas here, 2 drops of balloons to clear out this corner, and then these balloons will rush the Inferno. Now the clever bit is here. The timing of his freeze. Look where the Queen is when he's timed his freeze. The Queen is directly under the Inferno as the balloons are about to come over the Inferno. That will wipe out the Queen. So even though the Queen is relatively centered, he's adopted an angle where the Queen's going to come across under an Inferno. It's a relatively small defense, so the balloon splash damage is likely to get that. He's frozen the Queen, raids the Queens through over the top of the Queen, and that's how he's killed his Queen. Really high piece of skill. And really good raid planning in terms of that, and that's what makes this raid work. Going on, lavas go over to the next one. I think he drops some balloons spread against each of the defences, and a lava over here to come over here. That will draw all the fire from these buildings here. Oh, I missed that one. And you can see he's still got a freeze left, and he'll use his freeze on this Inferno late in the raid. But look, I wanted to show that because it's another type of 5 lava raid structure. I reckon that's the most useful of the ones, or one of the most useful of the ones we've seen so far. Really a traditional technique in how he's taken apart the base. Had enough, protected the balloons well enough, and had enough balloons that they just managed to get through onto the Inferno at the end, and then managed to 3-star the base. Great raid there from Cookce, and hopefully this will fast forward its way down. You can see tons and tons of pups left, because he dropped his loons fairly tight on his lavas. Or when they exploded, there was a lot of loons around, so a lot of pups have survived, and he's cleared the base beautifully. So great raid there from Cookce. Cookce is hitting really well at the moment. There are lots of 3-starring. And one more final plug for Exo. If you're looking for a war clan at the moment, you've got big heroes, knock on the door, come and visit, check us out. We're looking for players.